When I saw the wood laminate MJT Tele body, it made me think of two things. Those old American woody longboard surfboards, you usually see them like hanging on the walls in restaurants. And the Fender 10 for 15 limited edition American Longboard Stratocaster. This is a look that I love this. The body parts are two stripes of alder on the outside, followed by two stripes of walnut, then two stripes of mahogany, and then it has swamp ash up the middle of the body of the guitar. Then MJT sprayed a dark burst finish all around the edges and finished with very light relic'd nitrocellulose finish. Wow, very different and beautiful. I really like MJT products, and I also find dealing with Matt and Jenny a pleasure. Other than that, I'm not affiliated with MJT, and I purchase all of the bodies I use from them on the channel. I had multiple necks to choose from for this project. I tried 3 different Fender-made necks with rosewood fretboards. One was a USA made, and the other 2 made in Mexico. None really seemed to look appropriate. I had only one maple neck with a maple fretboard. I ended up deciding on going with a maple fretboard. It kind of matches the center swamp ash strip of the body, and overall, I think that it just looks the best. The neck is a Fender-made neck from the new Fender Standard series of guitars. They're made for Fender in Indonesia. The Fender Indonesian-made necks for the Standard Telecaster series are actually really very good necks. It's where I think Fender has really paid all of the attention for the Fender Standard line. I've purchased a few of them recently for roughly about $189 to $249 when they are available. They come with pretty much the same specs as the Made in Mexico Player 2 series necks do. Here are the specifications for the neck that I'm using on the project today. It's a maple neck with a maple fretboard with a modern C shape. Has a 9.5 inch radius or 241 millimeters, 25.5 inch scale length or 648 millimeters, 1.650 nut width or 42 millimeters. It has 22 medium jumbo frets, rolled fretboard edges, satin urethane finish on the back of the neck, and glossy urethane finish on the front and headstock. The quality of the necks, they're just excellent. They play really well, and to me, they just feel really great in my hand. Unless you're looking at the print on the back of the headstock, you would think this is at least a made in Mexico neck, if not possibly a USA made neck. I really think that they're that good. For the electronics, I built a standard Telecaster circuit with an Oak Grigsby 3-way blade switch for a pickup selector, a Switchcraft output jack, 2 CTS 250K solid shaft pots, and a .047 microfarad capacitor. I like using the .047 to .05 capacitors on my tone pots and my circuits, so the overall tone coming out of the pickups to me is warmer and more balanced. Really has kind of good highs, mids, and lows. It's kind of the best of everything. The pickups that I installed are the Fender Pure Vintage 52 reissue Telecaster pickups, and I paid $149 for the set new. You can Google the pickup set name and find a preferred retailer for you. You can get them on Amazon. I would say that you could save a little money and purchase a used set on reverb.com, but I checked recently and used sets right now are pretty much going for what new sets are going for. The lowest price that I saw recently was $100 per set, and it was kind of questionable. I didn't want to buy it. Here are the pickup specs from the Fender. The magnet type is Alnico 3. Inductance, the neck pickup is 2.4 Henrys, the bridge is 3.8 Henrys. DC resistance, the neck is 7.2 K ohms, and the bridge pickup is 6.6 K ohms. I have used these pickups on a few projects, and I really like the sound that comes out of them. Pure Vintage 52s sound, to me, a lot like the Fender 51 Nocaster pickups, and also the Pure Vintage 64s, which are some of my favorite Fender pickups. I think that this set, they're a great value for what they cost of $149. To be honest with you, I'd pay more for them. The last thing that I had to decide on was what was the color of the pickguard that I was going to put on this. I did think for a little while about not putting a pickguard on so you could see the stripe all the way through, but there's routing for the wiring there that would have been exposed, and I don't know, it would not have worked for me. I also thought that since the body is dark, I could have selected something like a tortoiseshell pickguard. I thought it'd go well with, basically the darker burst finish around the edges. But I had on hand a brand new black and a new parchment off-white color pickguards. To me, the white, when I put it on, just did not look right. The black, though, made the guitar have kind of a 70s vibe. My wife looked at it and said it overall had a warm and broken-in look to the guitar, kind of like an old pair of comfortable blue jeans. I think I agree with her. The assembly of the guitar went really well and easy. It always goes well in a build when I'm using an MJT Telecaster body. They even pre-drill holes for the 4-bridge mounting screws that are properly spaced so you can mount a Fender vintage-style bridge plate in place. I used Fender parts for the Fender American Pro staggered tuners, output jack cup, control panel plate, neck plate, and control knobs. For the bridge, I used a no-logo Wilkinson bridge plate, set of Wilkinson compensated brass saddles. Let's talk about the weight on this guitar. It comes in at about 8 pounds and 15 ounces, or 4.065 kilos. A lot of you will say that that's a deal killer, that the guitar is just too heavy. Normally I'd be there with you, but the guitar just plays so well that I can't put it down. I think it actually has something to do with the density and the weight of the wood. The weight is actually contributing to the sound. The reason I jumped to this conclusion is that all the parts that make up this guitar, I normally use mostly the same components that I used in this build with my other builds. Besides the pickups and the body, they're pretty much the only two different variables. The resonance on this guitar, to me, is phenomenal, meaning that I really appreciate the acoustic tones I get out of the guitar. This is kind of how I can tell a guitar is going to play well. But when I'm just sitting there and playing with it unplugged, it's a really nice sound. As a result, when you plug it in, the tone of the guitar plugged into a good amplifier is excellent. There's just this warmth to it. Overall, I really, really like how this guitar looks. I like how it sounds. I can overlook the weight, and that's unusual for me because I'm usually bitching about the weight of guitars and looking for something mid to light. And with this guitar, I don't know. I'm just kind of okay with the way it is.